So if you like jazz, you've probably heard of this next album and this next artist. And if you haven't, then I don't know if you like jazz. There are some albums, some artists that everybody agrees are necessary key albums. Jazz is not my strongest genre, but I do enjoy it. And in what little knowledge I've gained about jazz over the years, I too have seen that this is one of those albums that everybody should own. So first of all, the artist I'm talking about is John Coltrane, which means the album I'm talking about must be A Love Supreme. I think I picked this one up at Target. It could have been at Walmart though. Pardon me. It is a rich blue opaque vinyl, really a beautiful color. Pardon me. And it's interesting. I don't know how much I've actually sat and looked at this, but here we've got one side and the other, basically the same thing. And then we've got this gatefold inside with a picture there of Mr. Coltrane. And then some inside liner notes. Dear listener, all praise be to God, to whom all praise is due. And then this note from John. And at the bottom, A Love Supreme. It's an amazing album. John Coltrane, Miles Davis, these are legends in jazz, legends that everybody should have a copy of their music. Let's see here. We've got part 1, acknowledgement, part 2, resolution, part 3. Oh man, again with the eyes that aren't great. Part 3, pursuance, and part 4, psalm. We got John Coltrane on tenor sax on this, McCoy Tyner on piano, Jimmy Garrison on bass, Elvin Jones on drums. It's a pretty phenomenal album. As someone who, again, is not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to jazz, I can say that I deeply enjoy this album. And I think it's a treasure to have in your collection. Very easy to find. Lots of different versions of this album pressed out there. And listen, obviously this isn't the only John Coltrane album. It's just the most well-known John Coltrane album. At least that's my experience, is that this is the most well-known John Coltrane album. So I would encourage you to grab a copy of it. Pretty easy to find. You'll be happy that you have it in your collection. I hope to... Now, I do not have, Miles Davis. I don't have any Miles Davis in my collection, but it's another one I got to add. All right, get some Coltrane in your collection.